from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Again, everyone, I'm Brandon Gordon, joined as always by Charles Davis and Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, where he finished as a runner-up in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
Prescott looks to throw right away. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 89 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Second and 10. He'll look to throw. And the count. Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. 3rd and 20. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
catch. And he is going to have a Ravens first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. Think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run again with Dowdle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Dowdle. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Flowers. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The Ravens at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Straight ahead they go with Ali. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Here's Prescott. Got a man, that's Richie James. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Richie James, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Henry up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Cowboys much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in the booth. It's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting.
Certainly not at a premium here. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done and for a nice chunk of yardage too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
They'll set up a throw.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And he loses the football the second time.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Escaping the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 21 yards away. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Prescott to throw it. He gets it to Cooks. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
A running play. It's Dowdle.
And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game.
He's got a man, complete.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Right. Too humble.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn.
Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 5. On the draw, it's Vaughn.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Deontay Hardy back deep.
Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
Waiting on it will be Richie James. And the Ravens have got it. A little too amped up there. Got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Flushed out right. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Going long here for Wallace. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Flush to his right.
Connection with Walker going across the formation.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
On target to his man, likely.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. To return, this is Eddie Jackson.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott now.
This one swung out to Vaughn.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. To the air again, Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Prescott from the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Tolbert hauls in the out route.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Prescott now, option right, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott from the gun on third, and that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile.
That is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here. And now they'll shift things around.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. Down inside the 10.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Vaughn
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process of offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going deep for Walker. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Rolling to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Inside handoff, Henry. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 23-yard run.
And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Now Prescott going to change the play. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Off the play fake, Prescott nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Charlie Kohler.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Tucker with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
A give running right is Vaughn.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
With it is Jackson. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Final play of the half. Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Giants who were able to come away with the road victory. Daniel Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Zay Jones, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On second down, and he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd and 9 here.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down at the 28.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Touchdown! Derrick Henry with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was finished off on the touchdown reception by Derrick Henry.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football, and one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coach.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Spotlight Derrick Henry now. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed race.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On second down, it's Vaughn.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They played so well throughout this entire game.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They try and bring the pressure, but he still gets off a good one. Pulled in at the 24. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make someone miss in the open field.
Rookie cornerback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the 1st time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on. They think they're on for a while. Then they're off. Here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here's Prescott. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Another run with Mitchell. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
A handoff here to Ali.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
On the give, it's Ali.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On the ground, here's Ali. Brought down at the 20.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second and 7 from the 20. On the counter, Mitchell.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this and Prescott, his 3rd interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, evades him at the 10. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Patrick Ricard.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So they called it a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Shifts by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll go with the keeper. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even starting to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And out now come the Cowboys.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
That's taken it around the 40.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Back to throw again.
Over the middle, connecting with Kohler.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And shedding through the tackle.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Trying the right side with Mitchell.
Brought down around the 16 or 17, showing some tough running there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 9 now.
Right side and caught by Kohler. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Ravens send their punter out now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now Prescott, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Ravens have got it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field, game.
Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Mitchell.
Oh, twisting away. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this.
There he goes left side.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CD Lamb
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll set up a throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jalen Tolbert,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw now on first down. Being chased out left.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Flushed out right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Mark Andrews from 6 yards away.
And the Ravens continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So that is going to tie it. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And
Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
And now here come the Cowboys. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him,
but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And quickly they get to the line.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Ravens are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good? They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Prescott to throw it.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. And Thomas has it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Prescott down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. On play action, Prescott. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
And he spins through. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's going to use his legs here. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
This will go to Henry out wide.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Now they'll change things up.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.